Welcome to Probability and Statistics course. So in the previous classes, we've seen measures of central tendency like mean, median, variance, standard deviation. And then we studied about moments. So in the previous session, we completed moments for the individual series data. Now we are doing problems on moments on grouped data, and also we are doing work. We are working on skewness and kurtosis. So here is the table, so which help us to calculate the moments, both moments like central moments and raw moments. So left side column will give the central moments, first four central moment respective formula for the individual data as well as group data. Right side column belongs to the raw moments. So if you take instead of a, if you take 0, then it will generate raw moments about origin. So here is the first example. Find out first four moments about the point 18 for the group data. So here the class interval is given 0 to 10. Their respective frequency is 12. 10 to 20, respective frequency is 23. So like that frequency table is provided, and they are asking you to calculate first four raw moments about the point 18. So we are the arbitrary point here a is a equals to 18. So the class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, that column, and respective frequency column. Then the class interval middle point mid value I am taking as the value of x. So here midpoints of class interval is denoted as x. So between 0 and 10 the mid value is 5. Between 10 and 20 the mid value is 15. Like that this column represents mid values of the class interval. Then we are taking deviations from the 18. So x mid value is deviated from the value 18. So that is nothing but x minus 18. So here the point, this is the formula which we did like x minus a. X minus a is nothing but a is a arbitrary point. So here we are taking a equals to 18. So 5 minus 18 is minus 13, 15 minus 18 is minus 3, 25 minus 18 is 7. Like that we are doing. So we are getting this column. After getting this column, we are just squaring that. So x minus 18 whole square, and then cubing x minus 18 whole cube. Just taking the squares and cubes and power 4 of the next to three columns. So here we are taking square. Here we are taking x square. Respective term is minus 3 minus 13 square is 169. Minus 13 cube is minus 2197. Minus 13 cube power of 4 is 28561. Like that we are getting respect to four columns. After that we are just multiplying each column with the frequency column. So you can see here. So this is the frequency column and the product of first column. So the respective product column is f into x minus a, x minus a respective column. Similarly, frequency and x minus 18 whole square column. So the respective product column is represented here. Like that we are doing remaining things also. F into x minus 18 whole cube, f into x minus 18 whole power of 4. Like that we are getting all the columns and taking sum of each columns. Like this respective column sum is 892, and the second column sum is 28594. Similarly, third column and fourth column. After getting all these things, we know how to get the raw moments. The respective formula to get the raw moments is summation of f into x minus a whole power of r by capital N. So where capital N is nothing but sum of all frequencies. Here the sum of all frequencies is 106. So here instead of r we are taking basically raw moments we denote with mu r dash, where r represents the moment level. So if you take r equals to 1, that will give the first moment. If you are taking r equals to 3, that will provide third moment. So here we are just substituting those values. So summation of x minus f into summation of x minus a, that we got as 892. So 892 by some total frequency is 106. So the first raw moment is 8.42. Similarly, second raw moment is 823,594. That is 23,594 by 106, which is 222.59. Similarly, we are calculating remaining two moments also. then the same procedure will follow for the moments about the origin. So moments about origin, when they are asking you to calculate moments about origin, instead of we have to take a equals to 0. That time they will not provide any arbitrary point. So if we take a equals to 0 and we do the same procedure, we will get the moments about raw moments about origin. So here is the example. You can go with this thing. Take a moment and look at this problem so that you will get understand. So here we are not doing anything, just moment about origin. Instead of a, we are taking 0, and we are doing the same thing. Like the class interval is provided, we are taking mid values. From that mid values, again we are subtracting from the 0. 5 minus 0 equals to 5, 15 minus 5, 0 equals to 15, like that. Then we are taking space, cubes, power of 4. Then we are multiplying each column with the frequency and taking that respective column sums and substituting in the formulas to get the 4 movements. So here we are calculating first for central moments. So central moments is nothing but, just remember one thing, central moments is nothing but moments about deviations is taken from the mean value. So here x values, class interval is given 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Respective frequencies are provided. So class interval mid values we are taking as the value of x column. So this x column mean value. So whatever the x you are getting, that respective mean value we have to take as the we have to find the deviations from that respective mean. So where mean is equals to, when the frequency distribution is provided, we know what is the mean of the frequency distribution. That is summation of f into x by capital N, where capital N is nothing but total frequency, which is 106. Summation of fx is nothing but, here frequency is 12 and respect to midpoint is 15, sorry 5. So 12 into 5 plus 23 into 15 plus 24 into 25 plus 32 into 35 plus 15 into 45. That is total is 2800 by 106, which is 26.42. After getting the mean, we have to find the deviations. So deviations are nothing but which is deviated from the x points. So 5 minus 26.42 is nothing but 0 point minus 21.42. Similarly 51 minus, so here x bar is nothing but, instead of x bar you are taking 26.42 and doing the calculations. So 15 minus 26.42 is minus 11.42. 25 minus 26.42 is minus 1.42. Like that we are getting the deviations which is deviated from the mean value, its mean value, which is 26.2, 26.42. Again doing the same thing, taking square of this column, we are getting the squares, then cube, then power of 4, like that we are getting 4 columns. Again each column we are multiplying with respect to its frequency. So f into x minus x bar will give this column, which I am representing in the red color. So f and first, so product of f and x minus x bar, this product will represent, that product column is represented here. Similarly f into x square, x minus x bar whole square column. Similarly we are calculating another 2 columns also, that is nothing but f into x minus x bar whole cube, f into x minus x bar whole power of 4. Once we got these columns, we are taking addition and we are finding the sum of each column. So this is the first column sum and the second column sum, third column sum, fourth column sum. Once we got all these sums, then we have to divide with respect of its total frequency. So minus 0.52 by total frequency is 106, which is minus 0.005, which is the first movement. Similarly, we are calculating another 3 movements also. That is nothing but the second series sum and the total frequency 106, so that we are getting 7 second movement, which also called variance is 151.77. So if you want to standard deviation, take a square root of 151.77, that will give the standard deviation, which is 12.32. Similarly we are doing another 2 columns also, taking this column sum and dividing with 106 will give the third moment, taking this column sum and dividing with 106, I mean last column, that will provide the fourth moment. So this is all about the moments, and moments about central moments, moments about central moments, raw moments, moments about origin. So using these moments, we will get the skewness and kurtosis that we'll see in the next. So here skewness, literally skewness is nothing but lack of symmetry. So lack of symmetry, instead of going with that, so basically every continuous probability distribution represented in the form of bell-shaped curve. Every probability distribution curve represented like this continuous probability. So let us consider this is the frequency probability density curve, which is f of x. So when probability density curve in the form of bell-shaped curve, if it is bell-shaped curve, and this is nothing but your x-axis, and this gives the frequency, and this is provides the x values, and this is your frequency or y. So if when the for this x-axis the mid value is here, so this we call it as mean of the x value. So mean is mu, when mean mu, and median is the point which divides the total area into two equal halves. That is nothing but the area under the curve into two equal halves is nothing but this point. Again, this point we call it as median. And mode is the point where the function is giving the maximum value for the continuous probability distribution. So this is the point where you are getting function f of x is getting maximum value at this point. So here mean, median, mode. So three quantities: mean, uh, mean, median, and mode. When these three measures is equal, then we say that the distribution is symmetric. Okay. So when the distribution is symmetric, that also we call it as no skewness. So it is symmetrical. So no skewness is there. If instead of this the distribution is like this, if the most of the data is occurred right tail of the distribution, like you can see here, green line which is represented, it is deviated, mean it is deviated and it is moved towards to the right side of the symmetric one, so that we can say it is negative skewness. So we say it is negatively skewed. If it is less than left side of the symmetric curve, if it is less than the symmetric curve, or if it is left side of the normal distribution curve, then we say it is positively skewed, so which is represented in the color of blue. So here red one is normal distributed, which is nothing but symmetric. So here we get that skewness value by using this formula, Karl Pearson's coefficient of skewness, which is nothing but mean minus mode by standard deviation. So this also will get like mu3 square, mu3 square. So that is nothing but central moment, third central moment square by mu2 cube. So using this formula also we'll get the skewness. Basically, most of the cases skewness is represented with beta 2. Beta 2 is nothing but skew. Beta 1 is skewness and beta 2 is kurtosis, that we will see in the next. So beta 1 indicates the skewness, and we can get skewness in two ways. One is mean minus mode by standard deviation, that also we called it as Karl Pearson's coefficient of skewness, and beta 1 which is mu3 square by mu2 cube. So hold on. So here is the example. So we know already this process and all. So here we are doing just just for the simplification. You know how to calculate the moments. Using the moments also you will get. Otherwise, first moment we called it as we are getting we are calculating mean, median, mode, and standard deviations for the given class interval or group data. So here the class interval data is provided like this. So we are taking mid values of the data and respect to frequency and taking the product f into x is provided like this. So cumulative frequency distribution, nothing but adding we are taking cumulative values of the frequency, that is first one is 7. When it is come to the second point, it is going to we are going to add the previous values also. So we are accumulating that. So 16 plus 7 again 23. When it is come to the third point, So we are adding all these three values like 7, 16, 12, which is 35. When it is come to fourth point, we are adding all the four values from 5 and above values. 5 plus 12 plus 16 plus 7, which is 40. Like that, we are calculating the cumulative frequency distribution. Then after x minus x bar, we are finding the central moments. That is nothing but moments about mean value. So taking the mean value, and we are just subtracting x minus x bar whole square and f into x minus x bar whole square. So after getting this one, we are just multiplying with the frequency curve. So this value product of these two columns is giving this one. So once we got this one, we know the mean value, mean formula. That is for when frequency distribution is provided, mean formula is summation of fx by summation of summation of f, that also called as capital N. So here mean value is 25. Mode already we discussed in the previous session, where L is the lower limit of the class interval, which is 10. Lower limit of the class interval is 10, and f1 minus f0 by 2 f1 minus f0. So where f1 is the class interval, where f0 is the preceding class interval frequency, where f2 is the succeeding class interval frequency, and where c is the class interval width. This is substituting those values to get the mode. So here mode is 16.923. Once we got, we are calculating mu2. Mu2 is nothing but second moment, which we call it as variance, where variance is this one, summation of f into summation f into x minus x bar whole square by capital N. So the respective value is 10,800 by total frequency is 51, that is 21176. So we required standard deviation here. So variance is 211.76. We are just taking square root of that. We are getting the standard deviation as 14.55. Substituting those values here. So mean value is 25, minus mode is 16.923, by standard deviation is 14.55, which is 0.555. This is the skewness. If you see this value, it is positive one. So if we are getting any positive value, then we say it is positively skewed. If we get any negative value, then we say, if we get instead of 0.555, if I got like minus 0.555, then I say it is negatively skewed. If we are getting the value is equals to 0, then we say it is symmetrical. No skewness is there. Okay. So here is one example, which is about kurtosis. The top of the curve, top tip of the curve, if you are studying about the top of the curve, height of the curve, then we say it is about kurtosis. So it is show the convexity of the curve, with which we can get more idea about the flatness and peakness of the probability density curve. So here basically kurtosis we denote with beta 2. As I said, skewness denoted by beta 1, kurtosis denoted by beta 2, where beta 2 is nothing but mu 4 by mu 2 square. Mu 4 by mu 2 square, which is nothing but moment, central moment, mu 4 by second moment, second central moment square. So this will give the kurtosis value. So if you see here, the green curve which is there, that is symmetric one. So it is normal one, where mean, median, mode all are same. So we say that is symmetrical. So that also we called it in terms of kurtosis, mosokurtic. We called it as mosokurtic. If the curve peakness is more than the normal distributed curve, then we say it is leptocratic. If it is flatter than normal distributed curve, we call it as platykurtic. So three things. Here green curve is symmetric one. If it is more than the symmetric one, peakness is more than the symmetric, we call it as leptocratic. If it is flatter than the most normal one, we say it is platykurtic. So here we use this formula to get the kurtosis. So here is one example. So find the kurtosis of the following data. Here group data is provided. Class interval, frequency. So here class interval midpoint we are taking as value of x. Then after we are taking the product of f into x as one column. Then after we are finding the mean deviations. To get the fourth central moment, we are taking the central moments. Central moments are nothing but moments about its mean, which is nothing but x minus x bar, where x bar indicates the average value of x. So we are taking their respect to mean values. So here x bar, so x bar you will get mean, you will get for the frequency data summation of fx by capital N. So here sum of all frequencies is 106. Sorry, summation of this is capital N, where capital N is equals to 106, and sum of all frequencies is nothing but x into f, that is 12 into 1 plus 23 into 3 plus 24 into 5 plus 32 into 7 plus 15 into 9. So that gives total sum we get 560 by 106, which is 5.283. So this is your x. So we are taking x minus x bar, where x bar is 5.283. So 1 minus 5.283 is nothing but 4 minus 4.28. So x, next x value is 3. 3 minus 5.283 is minus 2.28. Similarly, 5 minus 5.283 is 0.28, minus 0.28. 7 minus 5.283 is 1.72. Like that we are getting this column. Nothing but instead of x, you take 5.283 and find out the deviations with from the value from the column x. Then after we are squaring this column. We are taking the square of this column, cube of this column, power 4 of this column. Once after we are getting all these columns, we are just multiplying. Again we are multiplying to get cortices. We required mu2 and mu4. Mu2 is second raw moment, second central moment. Mu4 is fourth central moment. So we are just multiplying. So whatever the square terms is there, that again we are multiplying here with another color, with blue color I am indicating. So frequency and the product of x minus x bar whole square. So the product of these two columns is this one. The respective sum by total frequency, that is 106, will give the second moment. So here 643.5106 by 106 is the second central moment, that is mu2. To get the, I'm taking another color. So here frequency and x minus x bar power of 4. So this respective product, these two columns, green color indicated two columns product is, this column sum is 7801.038, and this we are dividing with 106, which gives the fourth moment. Once we got the second and fourth moment, we are just substituting in beta 2, where beta 2 is equals to mu4 by mu2 square. So here if we are basically we compare this value with the 3. So here instead of representing like that, we are taking beta 2 minus 3, that is mu4 by mu2 square minus 3. So here mu2 is 6.07 and mu4 is 73.597. So mu4 is 73.594 and mu2 square is 6.07 whole square minus 3, which is minus 1.0029. Okay, which is negative. So which is negative, so that we say it is platycardic. If it is equals to 0, we say it is mesocardic, that is normal symmetric. If it is positive, then we say it is leptocratic, which is more peaker curve than the symmetric curve. So with this one we are finishing this. We'll see discrete probability distributions in the further classes. Thank you.